Yo, let's talk about the version of you that keeps settling. Not quitting, not failing, just settling. You're not where you used to be, but you're nowhere near where you could be. And that middle space? That's dangerous, because comfort can feel like progress. But comfort is not growth. You prayed for better. God gave you opportunity. You prayed for change. God gave you responsibility. You prayed for elevation. God gave you discipline to build. And you looked at the discipline and said, I was expecting something bigger. Let me say something that might hit you. The next level you're praying for is hiding inside the habits you're avoiding. You want transformation, but you don't want repetition. You want breakthrough, but you don't want structure. You want impact, but you don't want inconvenience. And that's the tension. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Notice what it doesn't say? It doesn't say comfort. It doesn't say ease. It doesn't say instant results. It says power. And power requires pressure. You keep mistaking resistance for rejection. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's not God. Just because it stretches you doesn't mean it's not meant for you. Some of you are bored, not because you lack purpose, but because you stopped pushing yourself. You've adjusted your dreams to match your discipline, and that's backwards. Your discipline is supposed to rise to meet your dream. Let's get honest. You scroll at night and feel that quiet conviction. You see other people building, posting, launching, growing, and something inside you says, that could be me. But instead of moving, you analyze. Instead of building, you doubt. Instead of starting, you wait. And waiting feels safe, but safe won't stretch you. Safe won't sharpen you. Safe won't shape you. James 2:17 says, Faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. Dead faith looks like good intentions with no action. Dead faith sounds like, I'm about to. Dead faith feels like soon. Soon has stolen more dreams than failure ever did. You don't need more time. You need more urgency. You don't need another confirmation. You need a decision. You don't need to feel different. You need to act different. Because action changes identity. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you become someone stronger. Every time you break one, you reinforce weakness. And you keep wondering why your confidence is low? Confidence isn't downloaded, it's developed. It's built in the small wins nobody sees. You think the world sees overnight success, but heaven sees daily obedience. And obedience is repetitive. Wake up, pray, work, build, improve, repeat. That's not glamorous, but that's powerful. Let's talk about why you really hesitate. It's not laziness. It's fear of losing the image. If you never try fully, you never risk fully failing. So you half commit, you dabble, you experiment, you test the waters. But half commitment guarantees half results. And you are not built for average. Romans 12:2 says, Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Transformation starts in the mind, but it proves itself in behavior. Renewed mind, renewed habits, renewed results. You can't pray your way out of discipline. You can't worship your way out of work. You can't declare your way out of effort. Faith moves mountains, but you still have to walk toward them. Let me give you something practical. Number 1, stop chasing motivation. Build a system. Motivation fluctuates. Systems compound. Decide what you do daily, no matter what. Not when inspired, not when convenient. Daily. Number 2, remove the escape routes. Delete the apps that steal hours. Set timers. Create friction for distraction. If you make quitting easy, you'll use it. Number 3, track what matters. If you don't measure it, you'll exaggerate it. You say, you're working hard. Show me the output. Pages written, videos posted, clients served, hours practiced, results follow repetition. Number 4, shrink the standard, not the commitment. If you can't do the big version, do the small version, but never do nothing. Nothing kills momentum. Number 5, remember who you're becoming. This isn't just about success, it's about identity. God is shaping your character while you're building your calling, and character grows under consistency. Let me challenge you. For the next 30 days, no disappearing, no emotional resets, no dramatic speeches, no "I'll start Monday," just daily faithfulness. You don't need a viral moment. You need a disciplined month. And here's the part most people miss. Discipline creates freedom. When you're consistent, you don't wake up anxious. You wake up clear. When you're building daily, you don't question your worth. You see your progress. When you're obedient, you don't wonder if God is moving. You see the fruit. But fruit grows slow, and you keep digging up your seed to check if it's working. Stop digging. Start watering. Watering looks like routine. Watering looks like repetition. Watering looks like showing up again when yesterday felt small. You say you want more, then become more. You say you want favor, then steward what you have. You say you want purpose, then protect your focus. Because distraction is expensive. Every hour wasted is momentum delayed, and momentum is your advantage. You don't need to be the best. You need to be consistent. You don't need to be loud. You need to be faithful. You don't need to impress people. You need to honor the calling. So tomorrow, don't look for inspiration. Look for instruction. What is the one thing you said you would do? Do that. And when it feels ordinary, do it anyway. When it feels small, do it anyway. When nobody notices, do it anyway. Because consistency is the language of trust, and God entrusts more to those who steward well. This is your season to stop settling in the middle. No more coasting, no more half effort, no more shrinking the vision. Rise to it, push again, build again, commit again. Because the gap between where you are and where you're called to be is not talent, it's daily obedience. So tighten your routine, guard your focus, strengthen your discipline, and move. Not once, not twice, every day. Let's go. Stay faithful, stay building, and watch what happens when you stop settling.